Medway Community Healthcare, Parenting and Children's Behaviour. Hello, we are the Child Development Team and are part of the Children's Public Health Team, which incorporates health visiting and school nursing.
Young children's behaviour. Getting the right approach to managing children's behaviour early on will help avoid bigger issues later. A child that is hard to manage will be distressing for the child themselves and for all of the family. This session aims to help you to understand why children behave the way they do and to give you some ground rules for managing this in a consistent and positive manner. The objectives are to understand the normal process and expectations with regards to behaviour in young children aged 0 to 7 years old, to be able to manage common problems and challenges, and to learn some ways to help your child manage their own behaviours.
Brain development. It takes time for a child to develop the ability to stop and think before reacting. We can help them do this. Babies initially rely on the primitive or instinctive part of their brain, as this is the area that is most developed at birth. This is the lower part of the brainstem, where all the basic survival skills are controlled, e.g. breathing, temperature, heart rate, fight and flight reactions. These are reactions with no thought involved. This is why a baby will often cry when hungry, tired or unwell. The upper part of the brain, the cortex, continues to develop from birth and can be thought of as a thinking or rational brain. This diagram is taken from the book The Whole Brain Child and gives a clear example by separating the brain into two parts, the upstairs and downstairs brain. The downstairs brain is the part which provides us with our natural human instincts in order to survive. The upstairs brain is where our thinking takes place. It's our rational part of our brain, where we regulate emotions and build empathy. Parents can help a young child to link these two areas together and to pause and think when they have reacted emotionally or are about to react to a certain situation. For example, if a child takes your child's toy, you can respond by saying, "I can see that you're angry," or "I can see that you are really sad that your toy was taken." By labelling emotions, your child can begin to learn how they feel. They will also feel listened to and valued. As they grow, they will be able to express their emotions through words. You can encourage this also by talking about your own feelings and how you feel. For example, "I had a really busy day and I'm feeling very tired." During the early years, the brain is growing rapidly as it learns new ways of thinking and doing. Imagine your child as a flower seed. In order to grow and blossom, they require food, water, love and stimulation. What you support, encourage and nurture will grow stronger. In other words, what a child experiences most will shape the way their brain reacts in the future. We learn what we see, hear and experience.
The Solihull approach. The Solihull approach is about being in tune with your child. This will help you respond in an appropriate way for them to get the best response. The Solihull approach has 3 key questions that parents and carers should consider. The first one is, what is my child's age and stage of development? The second one is, what is their level of communication? And the third one is, what else is going on in their life? The immediate reasons for unwanted behaviour broadly fall under one of these categories: to escape or avoid something, to gain something, or a sensory need. Some causes of unwanted behaviour include pain, as in if they fell and hurt themselves, earache or being unwell, attention, too much or too little, sensory overload if they're overexcited or the environment is too noisy, etc., too much stimulation, noise, touch, crowds or light, and parents' behaviour, as in how we're responding to the child, illness, hunger and tiredness, and any family changes, including a new sibling, divorce, new home, bereavement, starting school, or any change within the household. Now we know why, how do we deal with the unwanted behaviour? Setting the ground rules. Boundaries need to be set and they must be adhered to by all main carers. Inconsistency causes great distress to a child and will make behaviour worse. Avoid shouting or smacking. These lower children's self-esteem and can cause aggression. A child who is yelled at is more likely to develop problem behaviour. Children need to see their carers calm and in control and be role models. Setting the ground rules. Having clear, simple, consistent boundaries or rules is actually very reassuring to a young child and to all of us, as it creates a feeling of stability and security as they know what is expected of them. The rules must be appropriate to their age and there should not be too many of them. This helps you avoid too many negatives in the day. Focus on 2 or 3 that you feel are most important and move on to others as they learn and develop. For example, use kind hands, use your listening ears, quiet voices indoors, loud voices outdoors. Criticise the behaviour, not the child. They are not naughty, what they did was. Be sure to explain to children what behaviour it is that they need to stop, rather than saying, stop being naughty.
We should aim for a minimum of 5 positive comments a day. Children thrive with praise. Telling them they've done really well helps to build their self-esteem. The messages you give them shape their belief in themselves long term. Noticing and acknowledging positive behaviours such as "you are playing so well with your toys" or "that was a really kind thing to do, well done." We tend to focus on negative behaviours and give these our attention. We focus on positive behaviours because these are the ones we want to repeat. Avoid overusing the word no, as children switch off as soon as they hear it. If you need to gain their attention quickly, say stop. Telling your child what you want them to do, "we walk" instead of "don't run," will be far more effective. Play. Play is a child's way of learning. There are also huge benefits if you spend time playing with your child. Aim to play with your child for 10 minutes twice a day. Let them choose the game if possible. A younger child may need a choice of only 2, as too many choices can be overwhelming. Don't keep asking questions such as "what are you doing? What is it?" Join in, but don't take over. Sit beside your child and let the child lead. Sometimes it is enough to just sit and watch narrating occasionally, such as "I see you're building a bridge," or "you've put the car in the garage." Don't be afraid of silence. When you play with your child, they might learn from you. For example, the names of the types of dinosaurs, or something else that is of interest to them. They will build on their communication and their vocabulary. However, they will also be getting positive attention and will feel valued and loved.
Other strategies may include using distraction for very young children. This can be as simple as taking them over to the window to look out at the birds and the trees, or changing the toys that they've been playing with. Ignore some behaviours that are designed to get attention. So where a child is not going to injure themselves, this behaviour can be ignored. Give choices instead of making decisions for them, like what cereal would you like, or what games would you like to play? What colour socks would you like to wear today? This shows them they have some control and are valued and are important. Time out or thinking time can be a way of distraction for younger children, and for older children gives them time out to reflect on their behaviour. Then a simple "why did you need time out?" short clarification of the reason. You may want to use a calm down timer, and you can get these in sand and oil. They're very effective, and it is a visual display which can be a distraction and help your child relax. Limit technology to no more than an hour a day from the age of 2 years. And remember, blue light keeps the brain active, so no screen time before bedtime. Some children respond to rewards, but keep them small, like stickers or doing an activity together or a cuddle, or you can do some baking that the whole family can enjoy. But the reward is not something that is bought.
Pictorial routine board. Some children need more guidance than others for a variety of reasons, especially around routines such as bedtime. For these children, it's helpful to have visual guidance showing the strict order that things need to happen. You must stick to this order. Looking at the example below, for bedtime, it shows your child that first they must go to the toilet, then they're going to have a bath, and then they're going to brush their teeth, have a story, and then go to bed. And also you can break it down to encourage your child using a first this and then that. For example, first brush teeth and then story. Super parent. No, they don't exist. You will get it wrong, we all do, so be kind to yourself and accept this will happen from time to time. The world is not perfect and neither are we. Take a breath and a few moments to think. Perhaps think about how you might handle the situation differently next time. Before you go, we hope this presentation is useful to you. Please try the strategies consistently along with other carers. These will take time to be effective and change will not be immediate. If you need further support after 6 weeks of trying these approaches, please ring the Duty Health Visitor number on 0300 123 3444. Here are some further sources of help, all of which include some general advice on children's behaviour. And finally, just before you go, these are the references that we have used for this presentation.